Hello, welcome to Reading With Monroe. My name is Monroe. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and give me some hearts. Today I have a special guest. It's my sister. I'm going to ask you a few questions. What's your name?
Madison.
How old are you?
9.
If you could be an animal, what animal would you be?
A bear.
Why do you love reading?
Because my mom is an author and she made I Love My Hair and I Love My Skin for me and my sister. She used to read them to us.
Okay, let's jump into the book. Chapter 9, the weirdest test ever. Ugh! Are you kidding me? No one told me these ropes were part of the exam. I'm stuck here again. And there's no way I'm moving. Not even 1 inch. I seriously can't believe I have to do this again. After what I just went through. In Professor Wingum's class, this superhero business is no joke. And it doesn't help that being stuck here is just as embarrassing as before. But, embarrassing or not, I don't think flying is my thing. So obviously, I did the same thing I did earlier. Yell for mercy! This time, Professor Dynamite, Dr. Superb's second in command got me down instead of pinned. Being saved wasn't fun, but I hoped I'd have better luck at talking to animals because after all, I had a cat. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case because somehow I managed to offend a dog, confuse a bird, and put a newt to sleep. Comment below if you have one of these animals. Now, before I go on, let me just say that yes, I was disappointed to know that I was not very good at either of my parents' skills. But if my mom and dad have something special, I must have one too, right? Well, I wish I could tell you that I found it, but I didn't. And things got weirder because during the strength training portion, I had to lift an elephant in the car. Comment below which one would you rather pick up. Then, for super speed, I fumbled my way through an obstacle course with a million hurdles. After that, I had to try to make 4 pencils float in midair, freeze and unfreeze water droplets, and even try to shoot lasers out of my eyes. Like her dad did. Well, his hands. Boing, 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 zap! Can you guess how it all went? Yup, that's right. Not well. At all. By the end of the last skill test, I was pooped. And because, believe it or not, that wasn't even all of it. It's time for the writing portion. Now, Professor Mite exclaimed as she handed me a stack of papers. Test. What's your best dance move? Favorite ice cream flavor? Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Have you ever been seasick? Comment below all these questions that she has on her test. The papers had a list with the most random questions. After I wrote in my final answer, the longest day ever continued to drag on.
Mayhem arrives. How was your first day, Dr. Superb asked. I nervously walked into her office. I looked down at my feet. Was I supposed to tell her how embarrassing and disastrous it was? Did she know I got stuck on the ropes twice and was even saved by pen powers? In the end, I told her the truth. This place is super cool, but to be honest, I'm not sure I'm cut out for this, I mumbled, trying not to cry. Oh, Mia, every superhero is born with special powers, but becoming a real superhero takes work, she said warmly. Believe it or not, superheroes aren't made overnight. Then she handed me a piece of paper. Congratulations, she exclaimed. You're in the junior level for everything except flying and foreign languages. You'll be in the beginner level for those classes. She gave me a pat on the back as I looked at her in shock.
I see the pictures.
I grabbed the paper and looked closely. How is this possible? I was so sure I'd failed. Is this for real? I asked. Of course it is, Dr. Superb exclaimed. Our exam is completely foolproof. Every training schedule is tailored to each student. Then she reached out from under her desk and handed me my favorite ice cream.
Comment below your favorite ice cream.
I must have looked confused because she asked, what did you think the written exam was for? We just wanted to get to know you better. At that, I couldn't help but laugh. Ice cream always made everything better. Learning to control all your powers will take time. She went on, but trust me, Mia, you'll learn how to embrace any chaos or mayhem that's bound to come with it. I nodded with a big smile across my face. I definitely had a lot to learn, but at least I knew I wasn't alone. Now, I know it's been an extremely long day, but there's one last step to becoming an official pit superhero. Dr. Superb said, a student photo! Okay, Mia. Are you ready? Give me your best superhero pose, Professor Stupendous exclaimed. Superhero pose? Like this or this? After a bunch of different shots, I ran out of ideas, so I just put my hands on my hips. Great, Mia. That's the one. Now hold it, Professor Stupendous said. I smiled and leaned back. But turns out that wasn't the best idea. Oh no, I yelled, reaching my hand out. Everything instantly froze, just like at Eddie's house. Whoa, I still have no idea how I did that. But thank goodness I grabbed the light stand and put it back on the floor. Clang, crash.
Picture.
Phew. Okay, before anything else crazy happens, let's recap. I just had the weirdest, most unbelievable week ever. It was good, it was bad, and full of mayhem. But you know what? I'm starting to believe that a little mayhem is okay. Because it turns out all those times I thought I was a total disaster machine, like when I broke the goalpost or flooded the school hallways, I was actually using my superpowers. I just didn't know it. And that's why, from now on, you can call me Mia Mayhem. I'm the world's newest superhero!
All right.
The end.
I hope you like this book. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and give us some hearts. Our next book will be Mia Mayhem 2. And if I ask you to come back on your channel, what will you say? Yes. Thanks.
I don't see any questions in the comments. So, thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week during the girls' spring break. We might read the second series of Mia Mayhem or some of the books that Monroe got. We recently bought her some new books that are pretty cool. So we're still trying to decide which one we are going to read. But we hope to see you guys back next week at what time, Ro? You remember?
12 o'clock?
At 12 o'clock. Okay. All right. You all have a great weekend. On Monday. All right. Say have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.